anything. Anything. Any happened. Oh. Is it working? Oh. No. Oh, I see video. For half a second I saw video. Okay. Mine is like super behind, but it seems like it might be working. Can you hear me like clearly? Okay, you can see me and hear me. All right. I don't know what that was. I'm now on Wi-Fi. I'm not hardwired, so the Twitch on my phone is not working. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I guess Wi-Fi it is. I was getting like 0 upload when I was hardwired, but now I'm getting better upload. So okay. I spent like over 5 minutes just like talking and like doing stuff before I realized that I was not streaming. So I guess I will re-explain what I was doing. I have to reopen everything now. So for school, I'm working with some of the game designers at my school to help make art for their game that they're working on for their final project. I can do a quick run through of like what their game is. I have an old prototype build that I can show you that has none of my art in it. It's the prototype build that they gave us so we could like scale everything. But this is basically it. So it's like a hold on. Okay. It's like a sci-fi post-apocalyptic type city. So I replaced the artwork for like the walls, the buildings. The other guy that was like part of the team, the other art student that was part of the team, was making new characters and the HUD for the game. But it's pretty simple, just a first-person shooter. You can collect coins to buy ammo, buy guns, buy health. There's health pickups around the world. All this artwork has been updated now. I just don't have a current build. But menu, show you a little bit more. So I had to make like this building. There's like a watchtower that I had to make. There's an interior building that I had to make. Oop. Oh, I'm gonna die. The door over there I had to make that like, where did that guy go? Whatever. The door like opens up. There's some train cars I had to make, but you get it. That's the game that they're making that I'm helping with. I had my files open, but obviously now I restarted my computer. So let me open it again so I can show you what I've been working on and what I will be working on for a bit. I've finished all the artwork and sent it to them to put into their game, but I have to put together a little scene to make my own shots for like my portfolio. Oh, by the way, that game will be up on itch. Should be up by Sunday because that's their last day of school. So if it's not up by Sunday, I don't know. So maybe we can play that on Wednesday for our indie game, like gameplay Wednesday. But here's some of the stuff that I've made. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So here's like the watchtower. It's got like some like weird energy source going on in the middle. This is the city walls, which are modular, so I just made one piece and then it just snaps together. Almost seamless. You can kind of see there's a seam in there, but whatever. These are some of the buildings that I made. So I made like 2 smaller ones for the first level. That is this. It's the same piece stacked on top of each other. I just put different windows on each side. You can like rotate. Shoot. You can like rotate the pieces so it's not the same piece just like over and over again, or the same like window layout. You can kind of see that on this one. There's like this 3 window, then there's this big window, then there's like a bunch of small windows, and it's back to the 3 windows, big window, a bunch of small windows. So it's the same piece, just rotated around itself multiple times, and then I put this little like accent building piece on it, and then like there's no roof because you're only gonna see the building from like this angle. So I didn't put like roofs on anything. That would have just been more work. I guess I did technically put a roof on this, but it has like a lower quality texture just so it didn't add texture stuff. These are the train cars that I had to make. One like complete train car and then one like busted open that the player can go into and collect like a key or health or something. The windows are supposed to be see-through. I'm still figuring out how to export my textures so that the windows have opacity and it work in Unreal. For some reason I can't get that to work yet. But yeah, oh yeah, then there's the interior. Whoops. Interior shot. There's supposed to be windows here too. I deleted them just for this so I could see out. There's like a window there because the key that they have to collect to open this door is like supposed to be like right here, so they can look out this window and see the key. And then there's another corner window showing like where they're gonna go, so they're gonna come out this door and go this way. But yeah, that's all the stuff that I've been on for the last month, 3 weeks to a month. Yes, we are back, Cal. I think we're not really sure what the issue was, but I think the final issue I figured was my hardline, like my Ethernet cable, was not working, and I was getting like 0.1 upload speed. So I just unplugged it, and I'm on Wi-Fi, and it seems to be working. So I got to figure that out. But yeah, these are all the pieces that I've been building for the game. So now I have to make my own little scene similar to this, but this is just kind of a layout so you can see everything. This was just me testing everything to make sure it all worked before sending it to the game designers to put into the game. Let's see. I made a new level. Where did I save that? Alright, well, I guess I'll just make another new level. Yeah, we can save that. Alrighty. Work in the corner over here. Maybe. I want to do that. I have an idea. Alright, so let's start with some walls. Oh, they're so big. That's probably fine. I might have to make the world happening. Oh, there we go. I have to make the world bigger. But for now, my plan is to kind of make like a backdrop wall with like that the train is going to be running like in front of, not moving, but like sitting in front of, and maybe they're going to be all disheveled because it's like a crashed train. And then I'll put some like city buildings that you'll see the train like behind some of the buildings and stuff. Yeah. And then I'll have to mess with some lighting. I do something like this. Thinking I could create like a fake like train situation, like a train tracks. Oh, I need to save this level. Let me do level. Scene. Oh, can't do speed. All right. Oh yeah, I was gonna do train. There's train. There's train. Something like that. Now this seems like it's too high. I could just raise the train up. There, that looks enough. And then I was gonna do like that to create like as if it's coming out of a tunnel. If I move this, and then I'll do that, and then turn off snap. Something like that. Oops. I'm gonna turn on some music just so there's something in the background. Not what I want. I want to make sure it's not super loud. Alright. I have the Claire Obscure Expedition 33 soundtrack going in the background because it's been stuck in my head for the last like 2 weeks. So if you haven't played that game, you should play it. It's real good. The music is really good. The story is really good. Everything's really good. Okay, back to what I was working on. Technically, these things can link together. I guess I haven't really been doing that. Oh, that's pretty close. Whoa. If I can get it at least there. Computer's freezing. This is kind of working. Am I through the wall? I am through the wall. Just rotate that way. I'm just trying stuff to see what looks good, doesn't. And then I think what I'll do something like that. So that one came unhooked. I feel like I need to just duplicate the world. The pieces are too big. That looks like a little subway station. I don't really know if putting a subway station, I guess there's above ground subway stations. So I can just do that, and it looks like a little train station. I definitely need to make this bigger. If you see it from this angle, I guess I should, just in case, I'll move these over so that if the camera looks that way, you can't see just blue. So I keep my camera low, and it looks fine. I guess I'll have to make it daytime because I don't have a lot of like lights going on. I mean, I have the, if I throw a couple of watchtowers like around here, it would probably light the whole scene if I did like a night scene. Let's try that, see what happens. Oh, my axis is way off on that. The one that I gave the game design students was good. I just re-exported a couple times on my end because there was a weird glitch that I had to fix. But he hasn't said anything, so I guess his is fine. What if I feel like that's a weird like step. I'm using these walls super inefficiently, but there. That's like little steps. He used an entire set of walls to make a single like step to get up there. Super efficient, super efficient. Alright, what's next? Oh yeah, I was gonna look at it at nighttime. Come over here. Skylight, I think if I just go right... Nope. Oh, directional light, that's what I need. Oof. See Lumen just really trying. Those are really bright. Oh, that's actually what I should do. Oh, it's been a while since. Well, it's been like a month and a half since I did this, so it's been a while. I've done a lot since this. There's a way to make it look like night without whatever. I'm not gonna deal with that right now. That's not fun to watch. Oh, you know what I need to do? What is it called? Oh, what is it called? Is it? There's something that I can set up. Thematic, no. Oh, what is it called? It's called a something volume, post-process volume. There it is. And then unbound. Then I can set the exposure to manual, and I think if I set this to like 10, ooh, before I start fixing any of that. Okay. I want to move this all the way up. Lighting. Oh, I can mess with both at the same time. Oh, that's too bright. I'm sorry if anyone was looking straight at a screen because that was really bright. That's like better. Kind of cool, but there's definitely not enough light going on. So I'll have to play with that. But for now, I'll just leave it daytime just because it's hard to work when it's nighttime. So I'll leave it at that for now. And then finish the rest of it. Alright, let's put, what else do I have? So I have the crane, I have the building pieces, the door. Where is it? I guess I'll put one of these out. It looks small next to the watchtower, which is super weird. Oh wait, that's the entrance on that side. Oh, I gotta turn snapping on. I gotta throw a door in the back of this thing. Oh shoot. Make sure it's on the floor. Dang it, my pivot is off on my door as well. And my door is backward. Make sure that's centered. And centered that way. Alright. Door. Oh, I hope I exported the door in separate pieces because these like middle, the door part of it, like these middle sections are supposed to like once they get the key and activate it on this little like orange pad. It has supposed to have like texture on it, but it kind of doesn't. You can kind of see it, but not really. Yeah. And then these things should light up. There's no ceiling on it because the floor of the piece that goes on top of it is technically the ceiling. So I will show that. Turn on snapping. Off. But there, now you should be able to see. There's like a ceiling, which is actually like a floor tile texture that I have, but I just threw it in as a ceiling because I was like, why not? But yeah, so make a quick building. Actually, no, I'm gonna do. Actually, I'll do all four, and then I will just. Oh, I'm gonna have to. 180 that way. I wish that snapped better. I think it's where I put the snap point. It like doesn't snap perfectly once you rotate it. It's kind of annoying, but I only had so much time. The designer's gonna have to deal with that for today or for this weekend. I mean, once he builds the one building, he can just copy and paste them throughout, but it'll only take him like as long as this is gonna take me. So not that big of a deal. Because my snap isn't on the exact corner, it should be like where the two like lines of the walls meet up is where it should be, but it's not there. So I guess now I know that for future things, projects. And then on this one, I think if I did it that way. And then if I just take all these, bam, now it doesn't look so small next to the watchtower. You can go super tall. I don't think I'm going to though. I think that might be a little bit too tall. Alright, I'm gonna throw on the accent piece. Turn off snapping. Right there, okay. And let's see. Do I want it to go over the top, or should I just put it like that, maybe? Kind of cool. I almost want to put it on this side. Oh, you can see both sides from this angle, maybe? I don't know, I kind of like it when it like sticks up past the top a little bit. Alright, I'll do that for now. And then I feel like this is too big, but I want to build everything and then also move stuff around. Bigger, more. I don't know how much bigger I'd want to go with that. I guess it is like a sci-fi city, so like buildings are pretty tall. But I don't know, maybe I'll mess around with that later. Let me put some of the other buildings in here just so I have them. Actually, I wonder if I'm smart. Can I just like copy and paste all of this? What happens? Aha! That was a waste of time. Oh nice, it rotates all together. And then like on these ones, I just made it so that the window, because there is a window behind here. I'll move it forward or left. But I made it so that the window just hides behind the door, which on this other building, the other small building I have, it doesn't right now, just because I haven't fixed or I haven't re-imported the textures. I might try to do that, just see if it works, hopefully. But I want to make this window, am I missing? On snapping. I have these set to a height where you can snap them, but not, the width is like being weird for some reason, because it's technically supposed to work with the width. Like just, it should be able to like move left and right at 100 snapping, and it doesn't fit. But like I said, I think it's because my pivots aren't perfectly in the corner, and that's throwing everything off. You might want to move this over so I can see all four sides while I build. Now then I also made the dividing points pretty obvious because I couldn't get the texture to be seamless throughout, so I just added those little snap points as like a floor divider. Grab all of this, and what I'll probably do is like kind of something like this, and then once I have more buildings, I'll put more buildings behind them that are taller to give it like a layering system. Have you built antennas? I did not build any antennas. I didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of like small objects. Those things they're getting from like free online resources. There's a lot of like free 3D models you can get online. So a lot of the smaller stuff they're getting online, like an antenna and stuff. I doubt they have time because they only have like 2 days left to get this whole thing done before they're done with school. But if they had time, they could like just download antennas and stuff like that to throw like on top of the buildings. And like I know like in the game they have like the guns and the ammo are all stuff they got online. There's like rocks and stuff that they got online, health kits, keys, things like that, that they got everything online for. Yeah, I wouldn't have had enough time to do all that stuff. Like this, I've been so busy the last 3 weeks just building all this stuff that I would have had to cut something. And the only two things else that I had were like sleep and work, so Can't really cut those. It's 9, but I'll go a little bit longer since the first 30 minutes was just troubleshooting. I'll probably go for like 10 more minutes. I'll set up the other building, and then I think that's like all the stuff that I have. Which is so weird that like everything I built is just like right here, and it took me like a month to do. But like I think doing this added a lot of time. All the interior stuff. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to figure out how to make these windows see-through. Oh, they are right now, but like they look like this right now, but I just deleted them. But I need to figure out how to make those see-through. And these windows are not see-through. These are just, I guess, like fake windows. I just needed something to kind of look like windows, so they're basically mirrors. So they reflect like the sky off behind them. So they kind of just look like super tinted windows. But yeah. Oops. I'm gonna pull in what I have for this building. I guess I could have just made this in that other level, but I liked having that level separate so I could kind of see what all I was working on. If I need to go in and like tweak textures or anything, I'll use that level to like make sure everything's working good. Oh yeah, this one has the messed up texture. I wonder if I'm gonna have to can I re-import all of these at the same time? Hey, it worked. I don't know if you saw that, but earlier you could see the window peeking out from here. But I fixed the texture. Oh, something else is wrong with the texture. Shoot. Why is that? There's like something weird going on here, which might be in his on the other designer's end as well, which sucks. I don't know. I'll see if he messages me. Oh, what? And it's not fixed there? What is happening? Should have just left it alone. Turn off tapping. Dang it, I think I just didn't cut it in quite enough, but if you do that, hides most of it. But something happened here with these textures. Whatever. I'll see if he says anything. Okay. Or if I have time, I'll fix it. Which one am I missing? Oh, that. Okay, see, this one snaps perfectly just because it's actually on the corner. I don't love that. I had to cut it down to make it fit behind the door, and it just looks kind of weird, but whatever. I only have so much time to work on this stuff, so. Just to add a little bit of... Oh, I don't want that. I'll do like this one, and then this one. Looks kind of cool if I kind of like differentiate like different buildings and different like heights and stuff. It could look like a little like street front thing. God, that window is bugging me. I gotta figure out why it's like that. The only other thing I could think of is this is... Ooh. Oh no, okay. I didn't break it, but it didn't fix it. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna group that stuff. Why is it not? What's happening? Did it not group? That is super weird. Okay, hold on. Unselect. Everything is still grouped for some reason. Just don't want. Okay, there we go. Why is it like it's not putting it in like a folder for the group? It's like creating an actor called the group, but it's leaving everything. Maybe that's how it's supposed to do it. But there, I'm gonna do it like that. I'll call this building square call it square because it has the square corners. The other two are like rounded. And then I'll take everything in here and group it. I don't know why it does that. I wish it would like, kind of like in Photoshop when you have a group, it would like create a folder, I guess. I don't know, whatever. So now I can do that. Select all of these. Folder, I'll call this building small. Just call that the small one. And then I grab that door. Sent P that in a folder. Call this building big. And then group that. Something like, I didn't group any of this stuff. Oh shoot, once it's grouped I can't like unselect certain parts of it, which is a bummer. It's like I just want, oh, grab you. Okay, that's weird. Once it's grouped it like acts weird. Let's try to ungroup it. I select the folder? No. I don't know, but like a short building. I almost need to like also rotate the buildings, but just to see what it might look like. I also need to figure out something for like the floor. So I'll have to figure that out as well. I also think if I like pull all this just like in, and then maybe this like more in, go back so I can see destruction. I'll pull this kind of like more in. Oh, this is gonna take some time to like figure out exactly what I want it to do. And like on this, I can like flip this to the other side and raise and lower it. Building shorter. I could even do that. Like a whole different piece. Magic has the same little accents and stuff, but Watchtower is goated. Sorry, I'm really bad at looking at the chat, so I haven't been like seeing your messages as soon as they come in. But yeah, the Watchtower came out really good. I think it's just the glowiness of it is like what makes it. I mean, this stuff has glowing stuff in it too. But yeah, the glowing Watchtower is really cool. But yeah, I guess you can kind of like get an idea of kind of what I'm going for here. Little, I guess, big futuristic city rundown. I almost want to. I'm probably ask the other guy for. Actually, I can go download the other guy's characters and put them in here too, as like guards, just like standing around. I don't think they're posed though, which might be a problem. They might just be standing in like a T pose, so I don't know if I want that in my scene, but I'll figure it out. So, alright, I'm gonna sign off there. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing a glimpse into my project and what I've been doing like non-stop for the last month. So, thank you for watching. I will catch us on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock a.m. For our next playtest. Check out any new stuff we got going on. So, alright, see ya.